Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thrilled to stand here today to discuss a topic close to my heart, open source contributions and how they can unlock your potential in the vibrant open source community. So let's embark on this journey together. So a little bit about myself. I'm a student at Carnegie Mellon University, so as a participant of College Contributor Initiative. So my passion for technology and innovation ignited during my high school years when I came across Tech Fair, where students showcase their aspirations and ideas. And fast forward to today, and it's an honor to stand on this stage, sharing my journey with all of you. So how did I land on this incredible experience with OpenSearch? So it was a typical day just scrolling through social media when I heard about College Contributor Initiative by Amazon Web Services. Little did I know that this moment would change the trajectory of not only of my life, but also many students worldwide. So what's College Contributor Initiative and why everyone keeps talking about it? So we all know that what universities teach, like algorithms, complexities, computational paradigms, all this conceptual stuff, they don't really resemble the actual practical skills that the software world demands. So College Contributor Initiative was initiated just for the sake of addressing this problem. It bridges the gap between what we as students learn and what we are expected as software engineers. So this is a 12-week long program providing a platform for students to work on like real-life, large-scale projects like OpenSearch. Students get to learn directly under the mentorship of AWS engineers. And there are dedicated office hours, providing space for students to seek guidance, ask questions, and learn from Amazon engineers. But students on their turn, they team up and collaborate on working on the enhancement of different libraries and repositories of OpenSearch. I truly believe this is an amazing opportunity for students to kickstart their tech journey. Especially as a student, it's very important for me to get introduced to tools and the environment that software developers use and live in. So this program started with a focus on Kazakhstan. Later on, opened its doors to students all over the world. So the impact was tremendous. In just a span of 10 weeks, we witnessed the display of 150 merged pull requests, 275 issues created, and over 400 participants. But this initiative isn't just about numbers. It's about shaping futures and fostering growth. Now, as a participant of College Contributor Initiative, let me share some of the secrets that I found very important to get started as a contributor. So unlocking the cheat codes. So how to start this journey efficiently. So ever played a game and stumbled upon the shortcuts that propelled you forward? So I've got such cheat codes for you to level up your contribution game. So here's a list of cheat codes I'll be going through and talk more in details later on. So first one is understanding the ecosystem. Just like studying the terrain before an adventure, you have to understand the project's architecture, code style, and contribution guidelines. So first thing I would encourage you to do is to understand the application of OpenSearch. It's like, after all, like, you can't really contribute to the software that you've never used before, right? So go ahead, download the project, and try some demos that are on OpenSearch forum. Next is contribution guidelines. Every repository of OpenSearch hosts 3 of these main guides: README, developer guide, and user guide. I strongly recommend you to go through README first to get to know like how project works and what's the project about. And next, go to user guide just to add the client to the project and start like experimenting and playing with the different functionalities for the client. This will let you understand how the project works and what's it used for. Next, as you gain some knowledge about the project, go to the developer guide and go through the information on how to like install the project and download the dependencies and start running the test and running the project. With this kind of structured approach, you gain like the overall knowledge about project's architecture, code style, and contribution guidelines. And this will help you to start your journey with like contributing to OpenSearch more efficiently. So remember, OpenSearch is a rich ecosystem comprising of many repositories and libraries. There are in fact over 100 repositories, including core search, analytics engine, plugins, libraries starting from Python to like ending with Ruby. And there's always a niche for you. We have lots of a variety of tasks, whether you are inclined towards contributing to core functionalities, enhancing user interface, or even refining documentation. Your contributions are always appreciated. So here's an advice. Start small, but scale big. Start with small contributions, gain some confidence, but later on, try to take on more complex tasks. So as we go through those mentioned 3 guides and trying to experiment with the client and trying to run the test cases, we might notice some issues or the bugs depending on the environment that we are running them on. So this is actually how I began my journey of contributing to OpenSearch. I noticed some issues with the developer guide document and made a proposal on the GitHub and started working on the documentation. I know it's quite simple, but as you work more on this and gain experience, you can later take on more complex tasks like enhancements. You can propose new features and build them later on. So allow me to share my journey. As I mentioned, I began working on documentation, but during CCI, I also got the opportunity to work on libraries like Python and machine learning, taking on more complex tasks like integrating new management system and designing test suites. And this was quite an enjoying process, working with students, talented students from all over the world, as well as engineers at Amazon. Leveraging community wisdom. OpenSearch provides a vibrant community to connect with. From forums where ideas blossom to real-time chats on platforms like Slack, connecting is just a message away. In fact, during CCI, we had a dedicated group chat allowing us to connect instantly and having lively discussions. Also, engineers at Amazon hosted like office hours, providing a space not only for seeking guidance with like issues and opening PR, but also just for chatting and building meaningful bonds. So how can we use engagement with community in troubleshooting the issues and the problems we face through our like contributorship journey? So I would highly suggest, like, let's say you are stuck with an issue, right? I would first highly suggest to go to OpenSearch forum and look for similar discussions and topics. But if there are no such discussions and topics, I would encourage you to open one for others to get involved. So let's say you couldn't find the answer on the OpenSearch forum, which is rarely the case, right? Then I would recommend to go to either CCI group chat or the Slack and try to ask as the community of contributors who will gladly help you with your issue. If there is no solution after all these 3 steps, meaning that the issue might be new or somewhat complex, right? I would recommend to go to GitHub and open an issue and bring that question or that specific topic to the next office hour by engineers at Amazon. Next up is effective time management. So CCI demands students at least of 10 hours of weekly commitment. But there might be some challenges, especially as a student, like balancing between studies, work, as well as like CCI commitment. And that's why I highly recommend allocating specific time slots for your contributions. And this will make you more focused and productive on your contribution game. So the last one of the cheat codes is version control mastery. I can't stress enough the importance of this tool. Let me share an experience that I had. I faced a very peculiar challenge called git mess. And it felt like untangling a ball of yarn. And at the end, I ended up just deleting a PR and recreating a new one. So in this kind of maze, I found the guiding light, which was the support and patience of engineers at Amazon. They showed me the way to how to unravel the complexities of git mess and get back on track. So as you apply all those cheat codes that I mentioned, you'll start seeing some results, some product of your work. You get to build your portfolio. You get to build meaningful connections with talented students all over the world, as well as engineers at Amazon. And in fact, during CCI, many students, many of us received recommendation letters from Amazon. But some of us just didn't stop at being contributors. We became maintainers of the libraries we worked on. And some of us even went further, like Andre and Sergey, who were performing yesterday. They went further to create their own startup around this CCI experience and the knowledge of OpenSearch. So your contributions are the seeds of your success, and OpenSearch is the fertile ground where these seeds flourish. So remember, by contributing to OpenSearch, you're not just adding to a project, you are investing yourself. So seize the day, sow those seeds, and watch your success bloom in the vast garden of OpenSearch. So as we draw calls to the end, let me remind you, we're not just contributors, we are creators, we are part of movement. And I invite you all to be part of this amazing community of OpenSearch. I truly believe CCI, College Contributor Initiative, is a perfect opportunity to kickstart your tech journey, as well as give back to the community. Yes, it's not all about yourself. It's more about giving back to the community. By contributing to OpenSearch, you're not just contributing like lines of code. You are enhancing the very software that we all rely on. So it's kind of, you make the difference, and it's kind of a rewarding feeling in itself. Right? So let me leave you with this inspiring quote by Linus Torvalds. I'm just a programmer with a passion for excellence and desire to make things that are used by other people. Also, special thanks to David Tippett, Iskander Rahman, and Daniel Albakirov for supporting me throughout this conference and the CCI journey. Thank you.